Hello YouTube, this is Zero. We're doing another unboxing review of the statue. This time around, we have the Prime 1 Studio 1/4 scale Devil May Cry 5 Dante exclusive. I got this maybe about a month ago. I haven't unboxed it mainly because I was either too busy or just actually too tired from work to unbox and assemble the statue. This thing weighs pretty heavy. That's why I majority didn't want an unboxing. I will be getting Virgil. Virgil's being shipped now by Prime 1. I did, however, unfortunately cancel the Nero statue, mainly because the prices of Prime 1 shipping has gone insane out of the roof. I believe when I ordered this one, the shipping was about $150, but then I think the Virgil one was about $175-ish for shipping, and then they somehow bumped the shipping for Nero price to about almost $200. So I said no, mainly out of principle, because I don't think a statue should be, the statue's shipping should cost about maybe two-tenths out of the statue, because the statue was what, for Nero statue with all the taxing and shipping, well not the shipping, but just the overall statue's value is about $1,000, maybe about $1,000, and they wanted me to pay $200 for it. That's like 20% of a statue. So I could probably use that money for another pre-order of the Prime 1 site for another statue I like. Anyways, let's begin. Most of you probably didn't come here to hear me rant about the shipping charges. So let's quickly do an unboxing. So I just opened the package. On top there's a styrofoam here to protect it. It looks kind of damaged, so we'll just put the styrofoam here for now. Okay, here we go. This is that. Okay, we got an assembly instruction over here, which is really weird. Let's take a look here for a second. Okay, so they give you an instruction, they give you a little flyer. Yeah, so I'll be getting that soon, maybe in a month when I do another unboxing for Virgil. I know there's one guy who got the Virgil statue and he just unboxed it. Mine's on the way, so got Dante and Virgil. So that's kind of weird. They put the assembly instructions here, which is pretty good. It's pretty colorful. So that's what you get. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the actual box out of the art box, or the art box out of the shipper box. So you can see on top, that's my number that's assigned to the statue. This is kind of new. They actually have a little Capcom right here with Mega Man. It's a sticker showing it's an actual Capcom product. Okay, back to unboxing, or taking the art box out of the shipping box. Alright, I got the art box out of the shipper box. It's quite heavy. One thing to note, guys, if you're ever unpackaging any of the Prime 1 Studio packages, make sure you know what side's going to be the actual top and bottom side. One advice I would say when you're unpackaging it, make sure to open the top and try to feel out the letters. Put your hand inside here and feel out if there's any Prime 1 logo words. You'll be able to feel the indentation of the actual letters, so you'll know which one is the right side to lay the actual styrofoam box. I say this mainly because I know majority of the reviewers in YouTube, they don't really tell you that. But that's one thing to note, just so you don't damage your own statues when you're trying to unbox it. Anyway, on to opening it. Okay, I have taken the shipper tapes out. They're actually really cheap and not very durable. I didn't have any trouble actually removing it from the styrofoam box here. I don't know why Prime 1's still using tape. They should really go with the whole straps. Straps are kind of better, in my opinion, for future putaways for your statue or when you're moving out. Again, Prime 1, I'm calling you out on your cheapness. You should be using the straps like XM Studio, like HMO and Kinetics, and like PCS as well. Anyway, let's take a look in the top. Oh, nice. So we got the first layer here. You can see first layer of it. So I guess that's where all the weapons and gadgets are at. I see the Rebellion over here. I see one of the bazookas that Dante uses, and this is the, I forgot what this is called. I think it's called the Sparda sword that Dante and Virgil's father was using to close the portal to the human world out of the demon world. What's this? I think that's one of the parts for the statue. There's the double shotgun. I think that's his arm, or Dante's arm. Okay, that's probably Dante's head right there. So, no, wait, I'm sorry. I think that one is probably Dante's Devil Hunter sword. That's the last weapon you get for Dante. And he appears as the Rebellion. That's the Rebellion right there into himself. And he absorbed the Sparda and he gets a new sword. I'm guessing the second layer is probably going to be the base. So anyway, I'm gonna, since I need two hands to actually remove the first layer, well actually uncover the second layer from the first layer, I'm gonna stop the video here. Okay, so now I got the first layer out of the second layer. It's on top of here. You can see Dante's body's right there, and the base is over here. Everything's pretty much well packaged. His arm, his guns. I wonder what this is. I have no idea what that is. That's probably with the base. They pretty much put styrofoam on almost all the areas that needed to be. I'm guessing the jacket there too. So take a look. One thing to note, guys, make sure to be careful with these hairs on the monsters. I would say hairs or horns. They look pretty fragile, so don't grab it like this on this base or you're going to damage it. I know one of the reviewers who did this, they broke something. I don't remember which. I think it was these. He broke off, and then he wasn't gonna bother contacting Prime One. So I guess over here that's also part of the statue. So, and then I got the bonus over here. Glued the bonus, so it's another separate statue kind of deal, where you get your like the red orbs you get in the game for your power-ups you get to buy on the store for the game. Anyway, yeah, so that's what it looks like exactly. So let's put the statue together. Alright, there he is, all assembled. Took me a while. This thing is amazing. That wing over there, that thing is polystone. It weighed like about, I think, a pound, 1 pound. And I saw reviewers saying there's quite a seam. I don't think so. I mean, like, you can barely see it unless you're like really up close. You can't really see it from far away unless you're like nose close. They got there's a little gooey kind of texture over there with the monster's brain cut in. It's kind of cool. Guys, also be careful with the hair. They're also polystoned, so don't grab it. Grab the base. The base is good. One thing to note about the statue, the base doesn't look bad at all. I know a couple reviewers say, oh, it's not good, the paint's not good. But most of the time you're going to be looking at this guy here, Dante. And Dante looks spot on. As I said earlier, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'll say it now. This coat, it looks like real leather. I mean, like the shading and the dark spots on the leather, it looks really like a real leather coat. And the shirt, there's like creases and other things. Like, you would think this is like a real shirt. And his leather pants too. His leather pants looks real. You would think this is like mixed media, but it's not. As I said earlier, well, I didn't really say this, but his fingernails, it looks so real, like it's like a human person's nails. Like most of the time when you get like, let's say, fingernails, like I'll give you an example, like the Morgana here, she got fingernails, but that looks like it's painted on. But this guy looks like it has real fingers. Like the skin texture is really good. I guess that's the difference between a $400 statue and a $1,300 statue. There's like a real difference. One thing to note about the sword, I know a couple reviewers say, oh, what's going to happen after a while, the sword on top of Dante's shoulder. It's not on top of Dante's shoulder. It doesn't even make contact with it. So there's a small spacing there, so it'll never chipped on the paint on the jacket. So yeah, so this hand here, it's also attached to the sword permanently. It has a what do you call it? A pin in the arm, and also a magnet in there. It's pretty strong, the magnet, and well, I don't want to say pin, more like a rod, like a small rod. So yeah, it looks absolutely amazing, guys. I know, I know Sideshow's on the wait list for him. The only place you could probably get him is in Prime One Studio. Um, I recommend you try and get him. Maybe later on. I know right now Prime One's shipping is kind of out of hand. Originally, I guess when I bought this, when I pre-ordered this statue, their estimated shipping was like $150. But what ended up happening is they were forcing me to pay another $30 for. Ooh, there goes the sun. You see that? Ooh, wow. It's just all shine and bright now. Got a good capture. Yeah, this is just natural sun. I'm not using any lights or whatever on the background, like any special lighting equipment. But yeah, back to the statue. Yeah, so they want to charge you maybe over like $200 for shipping. So if I were you guys, I recommend that if you're into this franchise, Devil May Cry 5, or you're a fan, go ahead and get this. This is completely worth it. Like, out of the three statues, Dante, Virgil, and Nero, I think you probably get the best bang for your buck for a statue for Devil May Cry, because it comes with a lot of options. I have the other arm with the shotgun. That's what I like. I don't really like the two guns. That's for my personal taste, but yeah, I still got it right here on this box right here. I'm probably gonna put all the parts back into the box and tape it up. They did come with that special proximity piece. I'm not too much of a fan on that. That one was like, I took a look at it. It looks pretty cool too, but because I have limited amount of spacing on the actual entry table here, I'm probably not going to put it. If I decide to put it, I'll probably put it later, but for now I just like it like this. Oh yeah, just one more thing to be careful, guys, when you're handling the statue. These two pieces here, these rods, where I'm pointing it out, they look metallic and they look like they're metal. They're not, guys. They are polystoned. I know a couple of reviewers in YouTube, they try to force these rod-like objects in the slot. Oh geez, the sun's gone again. Oh, anyway, yeah, don't force it. Don't try to force it in the keyhole, mainly because they were saying if you apply too much force in there, it will snap, like a clean snap on it. So yeah, don't try to jam it in there. I know that they don't fit tightly. They just barely hold on with a angle, with gravity and angle. So yeah, don't push it in. Don't jam it. Don't use any force. Just lightly fit it into the keyhole, and it should be fine. And there's one over here too, right here, over here. That looks metallic and looks like it's metal, made out of metal. No, again, this is polystone. So don't try to force it in. I don't know why Prime One actually put one of these in there. I mean, like, I feel like they should have just incorporated a metal, actual a metal object instead of using polystone, but they use polystone instead. That's my only nitpick on it. But yeah, the statue looks absolutely amazing. Focus. There we go. I recommend you try and get this if you have a chance. Um, I think you could probably wait on this. I mean, my edition number was like 134, I think. No, it's 130. I just saw it in my box, shipping box. So you probably still get a chance to get it um, if you do decide to buy it from Prime One Studio. This statue is absolutely gorgeous, and you can't go wrong on it if you're a Devil May Cry fan. I mean, just the sword alone, like I said earlier, it's 3 times my hand. 3 times my hand. That's just insane. And talking about size, I don't think this is actually 1/4. This feels like it's more like 1/3 and a half for Dante. Because when I was measuring her with with the ruler and this, they don't seem to be like off by very much, like in measurement. I don't remember exactly how high she was compared to him. When I measure, I'm talking about the actual character of the height, and they're not too far apart. So I think this thing isn't really actually 1/4. It's more like 1/3 and a half. That's what I think. I can't really compare to her. People say she's kind of under 1/4, but I'm not sure if that's right. But so yeah, just to not babble anymore. I'll give you a close-up shot to Dante's face too. Yeah, he looks like Dante, man. Like even the hair is nicely sculpted and everything. One thing to caution is don't drop this head. Like if you drop these head, the back of the hairs, they're gonna break for sure. I mean, there's nothing supporting it. It's all dangling out at the end. So yeah, so this is a good statue. This is very highly detailed. If you're into Devil May Cry franchise, definitely get it. Don't wait on it. I mean, you could probably do Prime One's monthly payments. Just be sure that you pay every month. I know I kind of got screwed out of it last time when I was trying to pay off my Arkham with their monthly payment setup, and it didn't charge, and then end up me having to pay another additional $100 for the service. So I will never use Prime One's monthly payments. They're actually terrible. Anyways, I think that's about it. I really got nothing to say. Oh yeah, and one more thing. They got the actual character's arms over there for the enemies on the side here. Like right here and then right here. There's an attachment in there. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. Definitely go get it if you're a Devil May Cry fan. Like I said it already, but thank you for checking my review, and I hope this review helps you in deciding if you want to get a Devil May Cry statue. I do not regret spending $1,300. Don't get the regular edition. That's a no-no, because you'll be missing out a lot of switch out. The DX has this sword, his end game sword, and there was another sword. I think it was the Devil Sparda sword. I think that one is awesome too. I picked this one mainly because it matches the end game that he uses against Virgil. As I said, Virgil is probably going to be coming maybe next month. I have it on order. And please check out his review when it's up. Thank you guys, and have a nice day. Bye.